Tabletop RPG rulebooks and systems can seem big and intimidating. On Too Long Didn't Play, we break down the seemingly complex content of tabletop RPGs in about 5 minutes, so you can decide if you want to check a system out in more detail. The empty air outside of your hover van seems to shift as your companion drops their active camouflage and smiles at you under his bright green eyes. They're the same eyes that you saw in the mirror this morning, since you're both clones of the same person. You adjust the rearview mirror and look at the two people in the back. Well, one human staring into a heads-up display while their fingers fly across a keyboard jacked into the unmoving body of the robot next to them. The corpies will be here in less than 90 seconds, but you've made do with less time than that before. The hacker flips up their heads-up display. Got it, they quip. The Beta Red is being stored in an off-the-books safe house in West Megapolis. The door slides shut as we hear the hover van speed off. Then the robot powers back on, sitting on the curbside, and blinks around in surprise as you and your crew accelerate off into the neon-lit sky. Now, making a character in Beta Red is done by establishing your skills, your cybernetic implants, and your Scryte score, which is basically your stats. To do this, you make 4 key choices: your species, your background, your role, and your augmentations. There are 4 types of people in Beta Red: humans, clones, robots, and psychics. Clones are typically better in certain situations than humans. Humans are phenomenal generalists. Robots have gained sentience with higher intelligence, a little bit more toughness, and good reaction speed. And psychics, well, psychics can kill you with their minds, thanks to this highly controlled substance called Beta Red, which is the only way you can unlock the P stat in your Scryte score. Backgrounds give you a few more stats, but also add in skills. Were you a wage slave or an executive? Then grab that corporate zombie background. Maybe you joined the infantry as an NCO or a grunt. Take the military background, or one of the numerous other backgrounds you can choose from. After this, you define your role in your party. Are you the cracker who's focused on breaking into hardware and software, or the sneak who's good at moving through the shadows and avoiding detection? In Beta Red, for good or bad, you're going to be doing crimes in and around an unjust system. Your role in your crew gives you an additional skill point, which makes success easier, and also it indicates your save hit limit, which tells you the basics for how much damage you can take in 3 different areas: body, mind, and heart. After that, the last step in creating your character, other than a little math and of course shopping, is to pick your augmentations. This part of the process is mostly narrative. You work with your moderator or GM to figure out what your augmentation is and does, and then they tell you mechanically what the benefits are. You can start the game with 1 major augmentation like metal arms, new eyes, or an active camouflage system, or 2 minor ones. A major augmentation boosts a stat and a skill. Minor ones just boost a skill, but you get 2 of them. For example, my character from our actual play with Scott Ools, the creator of Beta Red, was a psychic backroom experiment with an active camo mod who functioned as the sneak for the party. And I will say, he was a way better sneak than he was a psychic, but I had an absolute blast playing him. Once all this is done, play for Beta Red is very simple. Your stats tell you the number of dice that you're going to be rolling, and your skill in a given area tells you the number you need to roll at or below to get a success, or a hit as Beta Red calls them. To do something effectively, you need to get enough hits to reach a target number that the moderator gives you for the action. Most of these are between 2 and 4, but they might be up to 6. Hitting your target number means that you succeeded and the action happens. Not getting enough hits means failure, and it's that simple. Now you may be wondering, how do I or the moderator know what the target number should be? It's a great question, and Beta Red has you covered like corporate security on a CEO. Scott has created 4 major sections that give you great prompts and suggestions for moves, along with a target number and descriptions for fighting, flying and driving, social interactions, and those sweet, sweet psychic powers. I mentioned earlier that this is one of the chunkiest books I think we're going to see as part of this year's Zine Quest. Now let me tell you what that means. Typically, small zine weight systems opt for light mechanics and a simple narrative creation process. Beta Red has simple action mechanics, but the way that it layers character creation, the number of stats and skills that it has, and the amount of player materials included in the book are actually pretty staggering for such a small package. Don't misunderstand what I'm saying. This game is tight and well designed. It's just very substantial for such a slim, beautiful red, white, and black physical presence. Beta Red walks you through the rules in a pleasant and easy to digest narrative format. You actually feel kind of like you're being booted into the world of Beta Red. Now, speaking of the world, you may be wondering, how do I run a game in Beta Red? Don't worry, the player materials give the GM most of what they need to make the game easy to run, and the prep materials that Scott has included let you create your megacity, plot hooks, and a few other essential needs with just a few rolls of the dice. So if you are ready to push back against your corporate overlords and explore the bleeding edge of transhuman cybernetic realities, then I would encourage you to sit back, jack in, and check out Beta Red. Thanks for watching. My name is Tony Vasinda. I'm Chief Alchemist over at Plus One Exp, where we multi-class in tabletop game design, beard and skincare alchemy, and the Bardic College of Content Creation. If you have thoughts or questions about Beta Red, or if there's a system you want to know more about but don't have the time to learn, let us know in the comments below or at Plus One Exp on any social media platform. And if you want to get an automatic update the next time that we jack into the stream, click the icon below. We promise it won't void the warranty.